You know what I bet some people wonder, and is why I'm going to do this video, to stop your wondering? Snopes. Oh, if you want to know if it's true, go to Snopes. What does Snopes say about it? What does Snopes say about that incident? Or what does Snopes... Who exactly is Snopes? The website, Snopes.com. Right? The expert, know-all, be-all, makes the Magic 8-Ball look like a child with its all-knowing self. Snopes. Don't ask a real reliable, super reliable source. We can find the answer on Snopes. So who or what is this crack team? Well, I'd like to share that with you. Because here they are. Husband and wife, David and Barbara Mickelson, or is that Mickelson? Mickelson, are from San Fernando Valley, California. They started their website, Snopes, about 13 years ago. After a few years, it began gaining popularity as people believed it to be unbiased and neutral. But over the past couple of years, people started asking questions when Snopes was proven wrong in a number of their conclusions. There was also criticisms. The Mickelsons were not really investigating and getting to the true bottom of various issues, but rather asserting their beliefs in controversial issues. That, my friends, is the husband and wife and cat crack team. The end-all, know-all, be-all Snopes. There they are. If you've never heard of this before, you're probably telling yourself, oh my God, the times I've went there and tried to find something, was that true or false? And then believe, well, if it came from Snopes, Snopes is reliable. Snopes is run by a man and a woman with no background whatsoever in investigation using Google. Snopes.com has been considered the tell-all final word on any comment, claim, and email. Once negative article by them and people point and say, see, I told you it wasn't true. But was it Snopes? What are their methods and training that gives them the authority to decide what is true and what is not? For several years, people have tried to find out who exactly was behind the website Snopes.com. Only recently did they get to the bottom of it. Are you ready for this? It is run by a husband and wife team. That's right. No big office of investigators scouring public records in Washington. No researchers studying historical stacks and libraries. No team of lawyers reaching a consensus on current case law. Nope, Snopes is just a mom-and-pop operation that was started by two people who have absolutely no formal background or experience in investigative research. Now, you might argue, and I got to be fair, you might argue, well, Jay Snip, you started doing these videos, you say that you started waking up in 2005 and 2006 and all that, so why should we believe you? What do I have a big office and crack team, right? Don't you just use Google and whatnot? The answer is yes. The issue comes with, is JSNIP 4 biased or unbiased? Old JSNIP 4 is completely unbiased. When you follow Snopes' track record, you can see there's certain issues where they always go this way. Always, no matter what. So they're unbiased. They're biased. So if you have a biased investigative team, by its very definition, you're not a real investigator. Just like scientists, if you're stuck on some kind of theory and you're not willing to look at stuff that says your theory is crap, you're not really a damn scientist. You'll never be a great scientist. You'll be mediocre at best. Just like Snopes is mediocre at best. In 2008, State Farm agent Bud Gregg hoisted a political sign in Mandeville, Louisiana, referencing Barack Obama, and made a big splash across the internet. The Mickelsons were quick to research this issue and post their condemnation of it on Snopes.com. In their statement, they claimed the corporate office of State Farm pressured Mr. Gregg into taking down the sign. In fact, nothing of the sort ever took place. A friend of Mr. Gregg personally contacted David Mickelson to alert him of the factual inaccuracy, leaving him Mr. Gregg's contact phone numbers. Mr. Mickelson was told that Mr. Gregg would give him the phone numbers to the big executives at State Farm in Illinois, whom would inform them that they have never pressured Mr. Gregg to take down his sign. But the Mickelsons never even picked up the phone and called Mr. Gregg. In fact, Mr. Gregg found out that no one from Snopes.com had ever contacted anyone within State Farm, as a matter of fact. Yet Snopes.com has kept their false story of Mr. Gregg up to this day. And the final factual word on the issue. What is behind Snopes' selfish motivation? A simple review of their so-called fact-checking reveals a strong tendency to explain away criticisms towards liberal politicians and public figures while giving conservatives the hatchet job. Let's go back to that. Do these two look like a bunch of liberals? Excuse me. Magic 8 Ball, are those two people on that screen absolutely, positively liberals? Reply hazy, try again. Magic 8 Ball, are these two clowns that run Snopes liberals? Flaming liberals? Most likely. Okay. Thanks, Magic 8 Ball. I could not do that. My Magic 8 Ball has a better track record than Snopes, for God's sakes. Let me scroll back down to where I was. Religious stories and issues are similarly shown no mercy, with the mainstream media quickly losing all credibility with their fawning treatment of President Obama. Snopes is being singled out, along with MSNBC and others, and being particularly biased and agenda-motivated. So if you really want to know the truth about a story or a rumor you have heard, by all means, do not go to Snopes.com. You could do just as well as if you could do just as well if you were a liberal with an internet connection. I mean, honestly, that's what he's saying. Don't go to Wikipedia.com either, as their team of amateur editors have also been caught in a number of bold-faced liberal biased untruths, such as Wikigate and their religious treatment of Obama. Take anything these sites say with a grain of salt and an understanding that they are written by people with a motive to criticize all things conservative. Use them only to lead you to solid references where you can read their sources for yourself. Again, proving you guys are completely biased because the sources you use are all in the same damn page over here in left field. Plus, you can always Google a subject and do the research yourself. It now seems apparent that's all the Mickelsons do anyways. So you don't need to go to Snopes. You can just use Google yourself, find some stuff. Okay, this is a left-leaning view. Okay, here's a right-leaning view. You look at the information. For example, I'll give you the perfect example. I did that thing with the Huffington Post. All-female editorial board. No men around there. And like I said, I don't even think there was a black person, like all white women, with the exception of the Asian gal in the back, right? Always got to have an Asian in the back. And they are completely biased. They can't stand Donald Trump. And I first Google, first thing you got, I'll do it right now. Do it live. Hold on, let's do it live together. Do it live. Is Donald Trump really a racist? Now that's interesting. Or maybe I didn't type really a racist last time. Is Donald Trump a racist? Maybe that's what it was. Yeah, that's what it was. Look, first choice. Huffington Post. And I did a video on this. Here are 10 examples. In the top several, I went down the line and said, this is all not. He actually had to. Donald Trump successfully sued the government for some crap that they're using in here, saying that he's racist because of that. He had to go and successfully sue the government. And you're using that as like your top choice, number one, right off the bat. And then I went down to the next one, just as worthless. Went down to the next one, even more worthless. Huffington Post. Watch this. Let's go back. I haven't even done this before. I'm just gonna F it. Do it live. Huffington Post. Hillary Clinton. Nothing good or bad. Just Huffington Post, Hillary Clinton. What does it come up? Hillary Clinton. Pictures, videos, breaking news. They actually have a section for... Look at this. They actually have a section, Huffington Post /news/ Hillary Clinton. They have an entire section for her on their website. Isn't that amazing? Out of curiosity, I mean, if there's much dirt as they want on Donald Trump, do they have a whole section on him? They might. Let's see. Donald Trump. Huffington Post, Donald Trump. Yes, we do. News / Donald Trump. So they've got own sections for the people in there. So let's go back to Hillary Clinton. Huffington Post, Hillary Clinton emails. I want to see what we got here. Explaining Snowden, Petraeus, Manning, and Clinton. I don't even know where should I even start. Oh. Case closed. Huffington Post. Case closed. Hillary Clinton email investigation brings no charges. Attorney Loretta Lynch. You know, as I'm reading through this, I don't see anything in here of any type of even a tiny bit of outrage. Here, this is it. What you see here is it. So it's a basically what the press statement was from Loretta Lynch and whatever. There's nothing in here that says anything about, wow, that was odd, or that was really wrong. She did break the law. You know, she in the FBI, Comey says, yeah, with 122 or whatever it was, classified emails. Absolutely. So she had lied in Congress, which now they say, allegedly, I can't wait to see how far this turd goes. Well, she lied under oath in Congress. That's actually a felony, 20-year sentencing, technically, worst case scenario. You know, under oath in Congress, and she lied to them. So now, according to the FBI director, if you send us a referral to proceed with that, we can work on that. And the representative said, within a few hours, you will have such a referral. Can't wait to see how that goes. Again, sound big in front of the cameras. Cameras are off. Nothing happens. So there's nothing at the Huffington Post that says anything bad about Hillary Clinton. Hillary's emails. Now I know how it feels to be a Republican. Posted today, which is 7/7/2016. Beth Green. Not happy with Hillary Clinton, and I'm not sweeping it under the rug. Like so many, I don't trust her on many levels, even though I want to. The latest FBI conclusions about her email sent me reeling. Not only was she careless, but she lied, and that's a fact. That, coupled with frequent reports about some impropriety about the Clinton Foundation, money and favors, puts me in the I don't trust Hillary Clinton camp, and worst, I don't trust her political positions. She blows with the wind. Now, who is this Beth Green? Author Beth Green. Oh, wait a minute. She's not even one of their authors. Host Inner Revolutionary Radio on VoiceAmerica.com, founder of the InnerRevolution.org, and creator of Beth Green TV and Radio on YouTube. Also an author, composer, and consultant. So, my I'm going to have to ask a question because I can't believe I'm telling you right now, I can't believe my mind, eyes, whatever, is reading this right now. I am not happy with Hillary Clinton. And even worse than all that, it appears to me the Democratic Party expects me and others to ignore it for the sake of defeating Donald Trump. Well, I get it. We can't afford to have Trump in the White House. But I'm feeling something akin to the anguish of so many Republicans now. Should I swallow my distress about the presumptive nominee for the sake of the party? How dirty can politics get? So let's see how she's setting this up. Is she setting this up to make it sound like we are upset about Hillary and damn it, but at the end of the day, we do need to defeat Donald Trump. I want to see. I have never read this, so we're going to read this together. It's not that long, actually. So how dirty can politics get? So my distress is not just about Hillary. It's about the response of the Democratic Party. Where's the Free the Delegates movement for the Democrats? Where's the soul-searching on the part of the party establishment? Where's the insurgents by Democrats and independents who want to trust in the integrity of the presumptive nominee but can't? When are we going to hear from John Lewis or Jimmy Carter or Elizabeth Warren or Barack Obama directly addressing the trustworthiness of Hillary Clinton and the corruption of the political system that promotes this kind of candidate? And beyond all that, how much is Hillary a product of the political system rather than the creator of it? And how much is our political system a reflection of the ego-based, me-based universe that we all live in and somehow have to navigate? I got to be honest with you. I'm not sure how this is going to end, but whoever, Beth Green, you're starting to speak my language. I may have to copy this link, send it to myself, and check to see if it's still posted on the Huffington Post tomorrow and the next day, for God's sakes. Are they going to take this down? Because right now, this is not good for Hillary Clinton. And man, is Huffington Post completely biased about that. But again, this isn't even one of their writers. This is someone else that's posted on their blog. But they must have access to post a story because this is her article in full. I can't wait to see how this goes. When it comes to Hillary or any other Democrat, I want to believe that the Republican attack dogs are always making something out of nothing. But I can't, because that's not always true. I don't pretend to understand Hillary Clinton. I want to believe she has a good heart and means well, and I can't imagine the impact of her of years of politically based attacks and the toll that has taken on her. But I have to admit that the FBI report only reinforces what I started feeling about Hillary during her primary run against Barack Obama in 2008. That this is a woman who is politically motivated first and principled second. And I am appalled by the continuing stories of the shenanigans of the Clinton Foundation and the money for favors that seems to be rife in their world. And I'm stressed by the dissembling and secrecy Hillary demonstrates, and I can't accept that it's all a defense against those dreaded Republicans. I'm really starting to like this lady. Corruption, maneuvering, and opportunism. Are these the qualities I want in a president? Is this what it takes to be elected? Are these the qualities a person needs to survive in the political waters? To play games and create crony relationships? I'm sick of damage control. I want to hear the Democrat Party, and not just Bernie Sanders, start to address these issues. And I want to hear from the rank and file. I want to see a groundswell against politics as usual, perhaps even a Free the Delegates draft Bernie or someone else movement. I want to believe that this mess is going to be a call to consciousness, that we are done with this kind of politicking, and that we are ready to be honest, transparent, and real. A lot can be forgiven when amends are made, but the Democrats are not making amends. A lot can be learned if we get honest about ourselves, our weaknesses, and our need for mutual support, and I'm not seeing that either. Now, I really understand how it feels to be a Republican in 2016, and I don't feel smug anymore. We are all pushed to the wall, feeling that we have to choose between losing an election and losing our integrity. I know what's at stake in this election, but I also know what's at stake in our world, how corruption and cover-up are just the tip of the iceberg of how power is brokered in our society. and it's time for us all to be held to a higher standard of honesty, accountability, and caring, not just our public servants. Our political system reflects us, and we have to look at that. I want to believe that we the people are not going to be left with all these negative feelings roiling within us, and that our representatives are going to start telling the truth. But when I woke up this morning looking for a real discussion in the news, I found politics as usual. Democrats trying to sweep Hillary's trust issue under the rug or trying to do damage control rather than addressing the problem, and Republicans jumping up and down with glee trying to take advantage of the expose of their political enemy while trying to deflect from the nightmare of their own candidate. It's all rather sickening, isn't it? But we don't have to shut up and accept it, do we? Wow, Beth. Follow Beth Green on Twitter, the Inner Rev. Beth Green is founder of the InnerRevolution.org website, host of Inner Revolutionary Radio on VoiceAmerica.com, and creator of Beth Green TV and Radio on YouTube. You can download a free version of Beth's book, Living with Reality, at the InnerRevolution.org. You could also, speaking of reality, you could also just listen to old J-Snip 4, Realist Reality, Realist News. So you don't have to go stinking around, poking around a book. You can just press play and turn your speakers on and walk away. You don't even have to read anymore. J-Snip's got you covered. I am absolutely, I will, again, I am unbiased. And for a very biased Huffington Post to allow this to be posted on their website as an article, whoa. So I am sending this to myself. Check this. Actually, I don't need to. Let me scratch that. We're going to do a calendar entry. That way I can put it in here twice. Tomorrow, 11 a.m. Check to see if this page is still up. Post the link. Not only am I posting the link, I am going to copy and paste this entire article into this calendar entry. That way, if it's been edited, I'll know that too. So I can't wait to see how this goes. But I am completely floored. Now, what I'm not floored of is that none of their writers wrote this story. Beth Green wrote it. Having said that, the fact that they allowed her to do this. Now, it did say update 2 hours ago, 6:24 Eastern time. It's 9:15 here. Approximately 2 hours ago, it says. So it's a fresh article. I'm curious to see if it remains that same way, or is changed, or is completely removed. Because if it is, am I going to do a video on that? So without anything else to cover, have a nice Friday. Take care.